So I am currently both chewing gum and drinking tea at the same time. I didn't really think this through, did I? Hello peeps! I'm back! It's been about 2 weeks since I've actually talking to you guys like this, and I should probably speed up my gun. Give me a second. Away with you! It's gone! Woo! I should really get a straw. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get the straw. I have a straw! Which was wet. I'm sorry if you saw that. And yes, I am wearing Star Wars leggings because I can. Why wouldn't I wear Star Wars leggings? That's the question I have for you. Anyways, yes, I've been gone for about 2 weeks, and the reason for that is because I've been traveling. I've been to Egypt, and even though I was only there for a week, I needed to prepare for the trip. Prepare was a hard word for me, apparently. And getting home, it just sometimes takes a little bit longer to get into routine. But I'm back. I'm gonna make videos again. Like you've missed me? No, you have not. But still. So, as the person that I am, the first thing that I did when I got home was to go to the movies, because I can. And one of my resolutions was to go to the movies more, and here I am. Today I thought I would do a movie review of Kingsman: The Secret Service. Let's get on with the movie talk, shall we? I think I've had a little bit too much coffee. I am sorry. Kingsman: The Secret Service is about Eggsy. Eggsy was a good student when he was in school. He was on the gymnastics team, I believe, if I remember correctly. He had good grades and everything, but then he just kinda ended up on the wrong road, and after Colin Firth's character, Harry Hart, bails him out, he realizes that this tailor is not just actually a tailor. He is the part of a secret organization which is called Kingsman, and Eggsy is then going to be trained to become an agent. Dun dun dun! That was a very bad and brief summation of the plot. You've all seen the trailer, you don't need me to talk about the plot some more because you already know it. So let's talk about the actual movie. I thought this movie was really good. A guy on the radio said that if Quentin Tarantino had made a Bond movie, this is what it would be, and I just totally agree. I didn't really understand that when I heard it for the first time because I hadn't seen the movie, and I was like, no, that's not what it is. Quentin Tarantino does not make these kind of movies, and he has this kind of thing is, you know, blood and violence and stuff. And then I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, it's like a Tarantino movie. Like, a lot like a Tarantino movie. It's not a Tarantino movie, but it's a lot like a Tarantino movie on the violent, brutal part of it. And it's so good. It was one scene that I was like, that's a bit too much. Like, I'm not enjoying this as much as I should, and that's a bit too much for me. And I don't really care about violence. I love violence in movies if it's well made. And it wasn't that it wasn't well made, it was just that it was a bit too much for this kind of movie, I think. But besides that, it was really good. It was so funny, and Colin Firth, like, that's Mr. Darcy! When did you learn to do that? I just sat there and just thought, this is the guy who wants Bridget Jones. Like, I really enjoyed him though. I always enjoy Colin Firth. Who doesn't enjoy Colin Firth? Colin Firth is Colin Firth. Like, oh. He's badass in everything he does. From now on, I'm just gonna think about Harry Hart. And what is this movement with my arms? Stop it. And Taron Egerton, whatever his name is, the guy who played Eggsy, was really good. I was really skeptical when I saw the trailer. I don't know why, but then I saw him in the movie and I was like, yeah, this kid is good. He's good. Like, he could actually stand up against Colin Firth, and I was like, that's impressive. Not everybody can do that, so I'm impressed. Samuel was in it, and he was really good as always. He was a bit of a weak link for me, which is very wrong for me to say, I know that, but he was just, he was boring in this movie. It was funny, but besides that, it was boring. He didn't do much. His assistant did a lot of things. It was cool. Her legs and all that shit. Badass, just saying. Mark Strong is in it, and he didn't play a bad guy for once. Like, good job for you, dude. Working your way up. He's one of the guys who always constantly, plays a bad guy, and he does it well. I'm not saying that, but it's just nice seeing the guy play a good guy for once. The last, maybe 20 minutes of this movie, I think, was my favorite. It was so funny and so action-packed. And you really get to see the talent of the guy who plays Eggsy. I can't pronounce his last name. But in the end, I thought the Kingsman was funny, it had action, it had a lot of brutality. The things that you see in the trailer is just like one snippet out of like hundreds. So much violence, so much death. It's like, oh, I love it. To some extent, I'm gonna say. It is as if Quentin Tarantino had made a Bond film, and it just... it was so good and so funny, and yes, I just really liked it. I really did. If you've seen Kingsman: The Secret Service, please leave a comment, tell me what you thought about it, if you felt the same way as I did, because I really did enjoy it. It was a really fun movie, and Colin Firth is just badass. Like, how did they transform him into that? And he looks really good in a suit. All of the men in this movie that wear suits, just impeccable. So that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be kind to one another and yourself, and I will see you in my next video. May the force be with you. Bye!